Sponsored by Kraken. Release your beast.
I'm just gonna start it off. We're like, sponsored by Kraken. They're like, where's the context?
There's no context. God, these guys are idiots. I gave them a second try. That's it. I'm done.
You know what? After what they did to Luigi's Mansion 3, fuck them.
Dude, you guys used to be better.
Dude, if someone like ever like was like, oh man, I miss these guys back when they played Luigi's Mansion.
Can't shoot him in the legs. He got armor legs, bro. Got armor legs. Oh my god, guys.
This is not going well for me. No?
Yeah. Oh no, what happened to it? No! He's going for the fancy. He's so fancy. Alright.
Alright, that was harder than it needed to be.
Welcome back. We were just talking about how his favorite rum is Kraken.
It is.
Oh! You guys got a friend, dude.
Where did this guy come from?
So why doesn't he have armor on his little, like, spike arms? Just, like, grew through them and, like, broke it?
Yeah, I don't think that there was really that much of a reason to think too much into it.
Well, I want to.
You can, I just don't think you're gonna get anywhere with it. I mean, by all means, he just didn't have it on his arms.
Well, you know, it's just like me. I'm curious like that. Even when I see like a person that's like an amputee, it's like they lose it in real life, you know?
Yeah, I know, and that's why we got kicked out of Dave & Buster's. Okay, you gotta stop fucking doing that.
Well, get a couple Dave & Buster's drinks in me. I do a couple drinks a day.
Get a couple Dave & Buster's margaritas, and you never know what's gonna happen on mic here.
We got too close. You know what? In all honesty, guys, I've never been to a Dave & Buster's.
You're into a Dave & Buster's?
I'm sad about it.
Oh, I'm gonna go to Dave & B's.
I always figured I would want to do that. Did you know they actually have a new tabletop like cafe in Grand Ledge right now?
What's
Literally the gimmick is it's like a cafe, but you can rent games from them and play them there basically, and they have a huge library of tabletop games.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. We're in Grand Ledge.
I don't know where, but I just thought I'd know.
Oh, so you're not really bringing anything to the conversation right now?
I am introducing it. I'm getting the ball rolling. Yeah.
Just kidding, man.
They were mentioning some stuff that's like pretty recent board games, like Ark Nova, and like for instance Ark Nova and all that stuff. And it's kind of cool. They must have a lot of games there.
Yeah, I'd be into that. I mean, you know me, I'm a slut for a good board game. But I will say, back on the old D&B conversation, they are opening one in Lansing, so you'll have your opportunity soon. Yeah. Over by the mall Derkeys work at NCG.
Really?
Right behind there in that big lot of land, they're gonna put one in.
Oh wow.
So it's supposed to be open by next fall.
Oh really? Next fall? Mm-hmm. Okay. Because
they break ground in the spring, and they're gonna get it all done and out the door, so to speak.
What does Dave & Buster's have any like games that are only at Dave & Buster's?
I don't think so.
Like a Kirkland brand signature, or Dave & Buster's
D&B's Tetris, yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, that'd be kind of wild if they bought the rights to Tetris and they were like, oh, it's ours now.
Yeah, I got elephantitis. Nice. I saw what you did. You slowed down the bigger one, while at the same time using the other one's explosive hand to do the damage. Take some help. Oh god. Oh god. Another one? You guys are like Wreck-It Ralph.
Dude, love that movie. You know why?
Why?
Because I love video games, Michael. I'm a goddamn gamer.
I'm a goddamn gamer, dude.
Why wouldn't I like Wreck-It Ralph? He's a gaming man.
You think gaming is ever gonna like lose its traction?
For me, no.
Well, not. I mean, just talking about like in the future, like future people, generations. Like, think gaming's gonna be lost in time as like something like consider like for instance, now people don't play. I don't know, like golf as much or something. Like it just seems like
Well, golf it still makes millions of dollars a year, so I don't really think that's
a good. I know it's not a good. How about horse races? I'm sure horse races used to be way popular back in the day.
I think that as long as there are creatives who want to make stories, there will always be room for video games. If anything, I think that movies would be more likely to go out of style before video games would.
Supervisor Dallas. Final log.
But I think we're just always going to crave more of a
I've made sure they can't leave this subject.
interactable experience, which I feel like, you know, the tendency of reality to shift towards trying to mimic reality, but in a special, more way that you would like. Because you're already in reality. Like this is technically this is what you're doing, but
We want super reality.
yeah, we want something that's reality that's catered to a better version or something that we like more than our actual lives. And what could this life be? Maybe we're beings right now with VR headsets.
I think that the next like big step would be something along the lines of like movie the way that movies work is probably gonna change. Yes. Like I feel like that's gonna be like a new advancement, so to speak, because for the most part, movies have been the same for what, 100 years at this point.
I don't know.
Gotta think. I mean, well over. So, and yeah, sure, we've advanced technology through the use of like CGI and stuff like that, but storytelling is, you know, pretty much the same. I feel like the reason why I made the comment why I think that, if anything, video games are going to take over movies is because, let's face it, this shit's way cooler than the fucking movies.
Well, yeah, for some people, the reason why they prefer movies instead of video games is because they just enjoy being more of a passive viewer, a passive person than the experience. It's like I'd rather just be spoon-fed something to me, and I don't have to interact with anything.
Yeah, like I think that I would say that I'm more likely to see people, kind of like how, you know, in the most recent set of Dark Picture Anthology games we played, they had movie modes where where legitimately they just play through the story that this game has created.
I think they do, right?
They did.
Okay,
Yeah. So you basically
Yeah,
sat there and you watched it like a animated movie. And the more that these video games are able to kind of increase their the way they look, and they kind of like start toning them more in line, like looking more and more realistic, guaranteed that might be a more common thing that we have, a movie mode for video games, long form.
And you know what? I don't even think that it needs to be like a better quality graphics, to be honest, because screw me if you don't think this is if you don't like it.
I don't think it needs to be, but it'll get a bigger audience. Is all. Was the reason why I said that.
Oh, but what I was gonna say, or additionally on top of what I was saying, is that I like those movies. We played one. There's another one that I did in the Bandersnatch, where they have literally just live action movies, and they just add the whole layer of you decision making throughout it, and the branching stories. I don't mind if it's not even a video game like graphics, if it's even live action.
Remember the movie the one video game that we played?
Yeah, with the mental hospital and.
Oh yeah, and like first off, we ruined that girl's life.
Yeah.
Sorry, Alice. I believe it was her. What the game was called,
Maybe.
Alice.
Sounds right.
But like, shit like that in the future, that's gonna be way cool. Just think about, like, you know, people think, oh well, yeah, I'm gonna go watch the new movie, and it's basically just a cut down version of a new video game that came out, and you can either watch this in the format of, like, this game as opposed to this game, make it maybe like you watch a 6-episode cut down video, like, movie version of it, or like a 2-hour movie of this, basically. Like, that would be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't see anything.
I would always like to also have an experience of going to like a theater and then before the movie starts, it like has a code. You go to a specific app. Everybody downloads that app in the theater if they want to, and people can vote during the movie for decisions. They're like things. So it's a group of people trying to vote for certain things and sway the narrative to where you can be like, oh man, like and say it out loud, where it's like a whole group experience.
I don't know if I'd like that.
You don't think so?
No, because like especially in those situations where like I'm invested in like what's about to happen. If I go to a movie and I got a bunch of jack-offs in there dicking around and they pick some stupid ass ending or some bullshit decision, I'm gonna be irritated. Like, oh, this sucks.
Well, hopefully they never put like serious, like they had, maybe the people making the movie or story are a little bit.
Yeah, but then like you're still gonna be like invested in like the one decision. Like, what if it's like a romantic plot line or something like that? Like, or if it has something to do with like the decision he makes in the middle of a fight or something. You know, that could be really off-putting if you give people the choice and then they have to abide by what 10, 12 other people in the theater are also choosing.
But let's say,
Especially if you're invested in the decision that's going to happen.
You might be a little bit disappointed, but I like the experience of just like, you know, you're trying to put your vote in there and see how I like the appeal of seeing how you differ from other people, or like the consensus.
Yeah,
like,
I guess I would not be able to invest myself into a movie that does something like that, because then I'll never be truly invested in the decisions, because I don't get to make those decisions. And if I do make those decisions and they're like shitty decisions, like that could be an interesting interesting concept. I guess I don't know like if I would be like a regular viewer of that type of media though.
Let's say like for this, because like the types of decisions you make in Dark Pictures anthologies.
Right.
There's never ones that are just like, I can't believe you picked that. It's more so, dang it, I didn't understand the result of, or the gravity of the situation before I did it. There are some funny ones that you could choose to do things that are kind of like out of the norm. That maybe some troll in the audience or trolls would be like, they make the character just sit there and
Suck a toe.
But they wouldn't have those decisions in the game. But you know, just sit there and wait for the killer. Let's
Yeah,
hide, not run.
Like I think that like, yeah, and I think that like, I think that the like, I don't know if I would pay to go to a movie theater for that. Like if that was something that like they had presented to me in like a Bandersnatch style thing where I'm in the.
You like the personal, like you're the one behind the driver's seat, and you get to navigate throughout the story on your own time.
Exactly. I would like that more often because again, you know, it can be difficult to watch someone next to you make decisions on a video game that you wouldn't necessarily.
Are you really gonna be that petty?
Well, like I'm not gonna be like, I'm not gonna like hold it against you long term. Like, oh God, this bastard. But like, in the moment when you're trying to like, oh shit,
Oh, chicken wings, live chicken.
I don't have any. Shit. Oh God.
Deep fried, finger licking good. Fresh out the package into the deep fryer.
Oh God.
Stop! 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 Oh God, there's no light.
Like it can be hard enough to like play a game like that and like not be able to make decisions that you want to make when it's just a couple people. Let alone if you're in a group setting surrounded by people. I have no ammo left. This is gonna be a fucking nightmare.
You gotta cha-cha real slow now. There you go. Give it to him. Give it to him. You're just fighting for your life right now. Watch me whip. Watch me yeah. Watch me whip. Okay.
The fact that I lived through that is insane to me.
I know they were kind of taking it right on the chin though. But you know they survived a lot. Oh.
Did I go? Just kidding. Just stabbing me. Ah!
Well, from what I take, my take from your take right now is that you just don't like democracy.
I hate it.
You don't like democracy,
No.
and you'd rather just have one person in charge making all the decisions.
I think that like for the
Your leisurely activities.
in
you
the
don't want
interest of creating a story that is cohesive and where the decisions make sense.
What about
it's-
there's always decisions that make sense? It's not the creator of the story never leaves room for there to be like a stupid thing for a character to do. It's always reasonable action.
I'm not saying Michael, to clarify, I'm not saying that it's impossible to do this.
Okay.
I'm saying that I think that your story is better off if you don't have a group of, teenage full of people stopping the movie midway for everyone for like 30 seconds to vote, and then maybe you vote on a decision that you think makes sense and you would want to see. 10 seconds maybe, but then again, you're gonna have people that don't even get to vote, and if they do vote, who knows if they're really thinking about every part of the decision that they're actually trying to go for, because it's only 10 seconds.
Yeah. I think it would be a lucratively pretty cool idea if they made movies that release in theaters and you have like younger people that want to like.
I think that it's definitely something to look into. I mean, obviously Bandersnatch did very well for what it was, but like that's essentially what you're looking for, but you're trying to add in like a democratic or democracy like style addition to it. Like that's basically what you're kind
Imagine
of pitching.
like a Deadpool movie, Marvel Deadpool movie come out where it's a choose your own adventure thing. You don't think that? I think I'd be like, that sounds stupid. I think there's a people out there.
I need to get the fuck out of here.
Oh, dude, just chill.
I need to find
Ammo.
I need to find a place. I gotta.
Oh, in here I think, right?
Maybe.
There's a store in here. Usually there are stores pretty close to the train station entrances.
Here it is. It's over here. Jesus, criminy.
Jiminy Cricket.
Okay, let's sell some shit.
Yeah, baby. You'd
First
think there'd be a
things
way to
first.
like get just all this stuff out of these vendors. Hey, what is this hooked up to? Like, no, you still have to spend money. I think there'd be like an emergency mode that just dispensed ammo.
Capitalism, baby.
It's like, yeah, we know that you guys are fending for your lives in here, but yeah, this is not free stuff, free ammo.
Yeah. Again, I think it would work. I don't have the faith in the idea to see it.
Humanity.
I don't have faith in the idea to see it continuing to what you are picturing as its final conclusion, right? Like I think that it could. It's possible.
No, whoa, do that, guys. Like caustic.
Jesus, what in the fuck is going on here?
We're all here, Isaac. The whole gang. Squad goals.
I'm just trying to get
I
out.
was to say, is this guy even still alive?
He was just trying to use the door. He's good.
I don't know. He looked a little stupid.
But there is a lot of things right now. The game was like, oh, you just got ammo, I see.
Christ. I just
Dead ass.
I feel like I just like used up so much ammo that I just got. I did. Well, yeah. All right. Well, let's keep going on this one.
Isn't there like an elevator scene now? Isn't it when they drop this part? Or did you already do that?
I already did it. I don't think they keep doing it. I think they only do it like 1 or 2 times. But it's like storyline driven. So after like I meet this objective and I go to the next area, I think it'll happen again.
Yeah, I didn't notice this. Maybe you can tell me from RE4, the remake. But I just got to the first place where it's like the huge town where you're trying to sneak around, where you see the villagers like, spoiler alert, the mad villagers like roasting the cop.
Las Plagas.
That. And I never noticed from the original one if they did this, but do the computer, the AI, does the AI like, are they smart where they won't just like bombard you and constantly come forward? They'll sneak around and make sure to corner you if they can. Because a lot of the time you'll get a group, and most of them that they let the others try to get you up front, and they'll just like go and do something else where they're gonna try to get around you.
I don't know if the AI, if they did that differently. I do know that in that time, area where you're doing that, it's unlimited people spawning. So I don't know if maybe it's them spawning into areas where you're walking into.
Well, I did notice them. They would not just go straight forward. I'd see them from a distance choose to go left or go right, while others came forward.
It could be a new AI thing. It could really could just be like a new kind of way of thinking that they put in there. I wouldn't be surprised.
That'd be great. I was like, if that's the case, dude, this is exciting.
I am playing it on hardcore mode.
Really? You just went straight up?
Well, you know, kind of like with this game, I've played the living shit out of the first one.
Has it been so far the same kind of experience?
No, it's very much so better. Like I definitely would say that this is everything that the first version of it had, and it just kind of made things a little bit better, a little bit, you know, aside from the graphic update, it's just more kind of like fun. It's kind of, it's hard, it's scary, shit's going down. You know, there's slight differences that keep me on my toes. So I'm
Is it in the running for your favorite RE game?
Well,
what was your favorite RE game?
RE4 was definitely my favorite. I mean, no shame in saying that.
I'm not even saying the originals, even other remakes like RE2 remake and all that stuff. You're still gonna put RE4 on top of all the other, like even newer ones like Biohazard and stuff.
Oh, yeah. I mean, honestly, I liked 2 and 3, and then like the remake they did of 1. They're fun and all, but like, I think that the way that 2, or at least for 1 played out in a way that I just didn't really, I didn't like that style of the game. It's a relic of its time, you know, the different angles, walking into like
tank controls.
Yeah, like the tank controls kind of bothered me a little bit in that one.
They make it scary. Every time I play a tank control game, I get scared because of my lack of agency and controlling my character. I was like, God damn it!
I don't get scared by that. I don't get worried. I get more annoyed than anything, because I am just kind of like, I'm sitting here playing and I think to myself, I know that I would be doing better if the controls of this game were better. And that's not I guess I don't want to sound like I'm knocking on either, because I really like the game. But yeah, 4 was just more fun for me. I think that it was the first game that gave a real nice mixture of like action on top of its horror.
It's the first one that has the kick, right? Just straight up, you can kick people after you damage them. Like,
Yeah.
hit a critical spot, just like pop, pop them right there.
Yeah.
It's pretty fun.
Yeah, no, 4 is definitely my favorite. I mean, I really like 2, and I did like the 3 remake. I've had a lot of fun playing them. But 4 is just like a nostalgic pick for me, so it's hard not to.
No! Darn it, they're coming!
You gonna let him eat your girlfriend?
She's not even fucking real.
Your total real girlfriend. Then why? Look how spoiler alert. She's not real, she's a figment of Isaac's imagination. But
She's not actually.
what?
They fixed this part of the game. I
So
will.
that's real then?
She's
real right now?
Yeah, this is actually happening,
Okay.
and I will explain it to you in
Why,
more
though?
detail later, because I don't want to spoil it. I'll answer it off screen, because I know you beat the game.
I've never seen you at work.
But I'll explain this. I'll explain to you after the fact.
Okay.
Or if you want, I can let you see if you pick it up yourself, and then when we get to the point where it does, the whole story kind of comes together.
We doing the other ending then?
We don't have to.
Okay.
No, we can't. We can't do the other ending in this one because this is a new playthrough.
Oh.
Technically, you can only do that one in the second one.
And make us whole again.
Make us whole again, Isaac.
Well, she is definitely infected with it anyways.
Yeah. Hey, where are we at in this episode?
We're done. I was
Oh,
gonna wait
that's
for
it?
that. Yep.
All right, cool. Well, guys, I think let us know what you think. What's the future of movies? Would you guys find fun, like, you know, sitting around with a bunch of jerk offs in a movie theater making decisions, Or do you think that maybe it'd be a better thing to do with people that you know in person? You let us
No
know.
love at home in your own comfort. Have a
Yeah.
little nice hot cocoa. Somebody sucking your dick.
Yeah. Would you rather get a little under the covers handy, or would you rather get some salty ass popcorn in the wounds of the decisions that you never got to make? You guys let us know in the comments. Obviously, it's an even Steven decision making right now, so we love to hear what you think.
Eh.
See you guys later.